Hey, what's up guys? Today we are doing an Etsy print-on-demand shop review. We're going to try to make it informative, help you increase your sales if you too are selling print-on-demand products on Etsy. It's really kind of open-ended. It's a great teaching opportunity too to look at somebody else's shop. Pretty much always a viewer of the channel. In this case, that is the case. And we're going to look at what they do well, maybe give some suggestions of what they maybe can improve upon. And it's not only going to be scoped for Etsy itself, because Etsy does, give us the opportunity to do certain little things that should, in theory, increase conversion rate. But also there's the other side to it, which is like, well, are the designs any good? How are they framing the designs? So we're going to talk about all those things and hopefully all learn something. So why don't we get started? Real quick reminder, take advantage of the free weekly print-on-demand giveaway. You can find a link in the description. Also down there, I've got my 8-day print-on-demand mini course that'll walk you through how to get your Etsy shop started, integrate it with Printful, and get it stocked with some products for sale. You can find that in the description. And I've got a great print-on-demand Facebook group too that you should check out if you're not already a member. All right, let's jump on over to Etsy. All right, we are reviewing the Etsy shop About Danny's. I hope I said that correctly. It says cute, unique, and high quality shirts and more. And by the way, star seller, I believe, I swear it just said star seller when I was looking a second ago. Smooth shipping, average review 4.8 or higher. That is awesome. You've got your branding here, consistent with the profile picture for the shop. That looks great. Looks like average 5-star review after 47 sales. So really well done. I'm excited to check out the shop. So we notice you're using sections. You've got mugs. You've got Iggy and Whippet things. Is that like the dogs or something? Yeah, it looks like dogs. Okay, cool. So maybe you have like kind of a themed shop after your dogs, perhaps. I like the concept there. That's really cool. And shirts and apparel. And you've got quite a few designs as well, 988. So 47 sales, but 988 designs. This is the type of thing, by the way, guys, where it's like over time, especially just think like fourth quarter alone, if you've got a shop with 1,000 designs in it, you're going to crush the fourth quarter. And anything you can get between now and then is just icing on the cake. It's a bonus, all right? And depending on like how you approach things, you may or may not be able to lock in sales, right? Like right now, if you're just chasing trends, you'll probably get more sales, but also uploading evergreens is going to not only benefit you when, interest in making purchases is the highest in the fourth quarter, but, also those sales just trickle in at random. Also, if you're at 47 sales, if you're at under 100 sales, the algorithm most likely isn't favoring your shop. Like I just opened my new Etsy shop, right? Like we've been grinding away at this behind the scenes. When I look for my products in organic search, they're buried. Even if I do like an exact title search, they'll be buried on like page 2, page 3. That's going to change over time as the Etsy algorithm learns to trust my shop, as I get more feedback, as we just make more sales in general. So don't sweat it if you don't get instant gratification in the form of overnight success. You know what I mean? It'll be okay. Just stick to the process. And I know I'm not talking to the shop owner here. I'm just saying like, it seems like they have this perspective, but I know sometimes like people who just kind of fly by night, like maybe you just found my YouTube channel and you've been subscribed for a couple days. It's like, I'm not trying to tell anybody they're going to get rich quickly doing print on demand. This is a long-term passive stream of income. And when we post 988 shirts and only have 47 sales, it's because we get that down the line, this is going to, benefit us on a repetitive, consistent basis. All right, so back to the Etsy shop review after that tangent. So first thing I noticed, you're running a sale. You got a 20% off sale, bringing your shirts from $23.99 to $19.19, and you're offering free shipping, which is interesting. So I would just, make sure you know how much money you're making from each sale. Like if you're selling Bella Canvas, which it definitely looks like from the mock-up that you are, just, be aware of how much money you're keeping from each sale and just make sure it's like worth your time. Me personally, like I don't offer free shipping. We have the $35 Etsy free shipping guarantee. So one thing that sometimes I'll do is in the big banner up here at the top of the shop, you can put something like free shipping and then underneath it on orders of $35 or more. This is something that like is worth considering. Nothing wrong with having the free shipping on your listings. Like Etsy obviously prominently displays that you offer free shipping, so that definitely helps get clicked in search results. But it's just from a money perspective, $19.19 minus $4 for ship. You're probably making like in the range of $3 to $4 profit per sale if I had to guess just at a glance, knowing the Bella canvas if you're using Printify, and $3 to $4 a sale is okay, but you could make a little bit, you can make pretty much twice as much by just passing the shipping charge off to the customer. So worth considering. So anyways, I was going to say, I was thinking this when I first opened your shop, and then that was before I started recording. I do like your design style, your approach to design. I always like to preach simplistic things, right? Without getting into like the weeds of design, but things like good color contrast, which I think you do a great job with color contrast here. Foreground versus background. Also, I'm kind of indifferent on things like using a stroke to outline things. Like, I think it definitely makes sense to do based on the primary color you're going to put in your thumbnail, or really depending on what colors you make your designs available on. But like, for instance, I don't like how thick the stroke is on the number 4, for instance, over here, and it's one of these things where to me, it can look kind of just not as professional. So that's just something I would be mindful of in the future. Also on this product listing we're looking at, you may want to consider like uploading more images per product listing. You have a size chart, that's great. Do you offer more colors? Okay, so you're just offering it on the one color. At least this one listing is just one color. The reason I'm saying is because when you only see 2 images, again, it's kind of like one of these things where it's almost a subliminal thing, I think, for the customers on Etsy who don't know you or your shop, but they shop on Etsy often enough to know that when they go and they click, a listing that's ranked high on page 1 on some really competitive keywords, they're probably used to seeing, 6, 7, 8 images and probably a video. So you would want to consider, tricking out your listings. I mean, the thing is, you can be strategic in how you do it. Like, it doesn't have to be images related to your design itself. It could be images related to the shirt. So in this case, it looks like a Bella Canvas 3001. In that case, maybe just make some more Bella Canvas listing images. That way you can just upload them all at once. When you're uploading your images on Etsy, you can just, when you click like the plus sign and it launches the thing to upload your images from your computer, hold the shift key. This is for Windows, by the way, but hold shift key and then you can click all of them. So like you can select like 4 at a time, 5 at a time, and then just click open and it'll upload all of them all at once. So it actually moves pretty quickly. And there's also software. Someone introduced me to software the other day where you can, I mean, it's, an extra expense, but like if you had a lot of listings, like in your case, you have 988, you can essentially like have it push your images to as many listings as you want all at once. So you're managing them in bulk, and that could be very useful as well, worth considering. But I like your designs too, hello 4th grade, hello 5th grade. We do know that that's coming, guys. We're like a month out from back to school. Well, we're not a month. We're about a month and a half out from back to school. So right now is like, hey, I know it's coming. Let me just get some stuff out there that will make me money down the line. Again, nobody's probably buying the stuff in June. Well, you don't have to even guess, guys. You can go to google.com/trends and see the spike in interest, right? Like, we don't have to guess anymore. Everything's logged, through the internet, through the great gift that gives and takes, right? It's definitely good and bad. It depends on how you look at it, I guess. But Google Trends data certainly is something good that we can utilize if we are e-commerce sellers. This is another one of these examples where I don't know that the stroke on the Apple, I'm not really loving that. Like, you can also just go into like Photoshop or something and just like use the paint bucket tool and just like click where it's black and switch it white. If you do that, then the white will be consistent with the white text that you used. You know what I mean? So it's just like white being the primary foreground. Just thinking out loud here, but I think that would look nice. Okay, and you have double size charts here, which is interesting. I guess because maybe it's being marketed as a unisex. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely like, if you're gonna sell shirts that maybe are for kids, just note that I don't know. I'm not an expert here. I don't have kids, so you guys might know better than me. But like, if you're selling shirts for kids, like, be careful selling the Bella Canvas 3001 that's made for adults. You know what I mean? You may want to look into shirts specifically for kids just to be safe. You don't want to deal with returns. You know what I mean? Returns just kill your profit. Literally, you go into a negative. So, I mean, beyond this, like, you're doing a great job with your primary mockups. Like, seriously, I think you're doing a great job. I also love these kind of mockups that do 2 at a time. to me, I think it just gets a higher click-through rate. I'm just guessing when I say that. But personally, like I really think that they look good. And also, like, I'm guessing you're framing this yourself. Yeah, you are. So this is the full image, and then you're using the crop function in Etsy and zooming in to really highlight the design itself on your products. So I think that's awesome. Definitely. I mean, that's you get it. That's what I would highly recommend doing, at least as a part of Ryan's method. Selling the design more than the product itself, right? Because when people go to Etsy and they type in something t-shirt, they're really looking for the something part, not the t-shirt part, where something represents, you know, the niche. And as far as your designs too, pretty basic, but not in a bad way. Things don't have to be like over the top complicated. Not that I don't love, you know, going to Vexels and finding some incredible graphic made by a true professional like graphic designer who knows how to design for t-shirts. You know, that's awesome, but they don't have to be like that. Like your designs here that are just kind of two-tone, or even just, you know, one tone, the second tone being just the background of the shirt, completely fine to me. Now, I don't know if I would upload these, you know, 3 different times personally. Like I probably wouldn't do that, just given the fact that you do have to pay the 20 cent, you know, quarterly renewal fee. So I probably wouldn't do that. Probably just once. And then if I'm uploading it twice, it's because there's a different product type. Okay, that's just, you know, how I would do it to minimize those recurring fees. Anyways, though, I mean, in summary, like without looking at all your, you know, what, 30 pages or 22 pages of designs, I do like your approach. I'd be careful with the Disney stuff. I know there's shops on Etsy that get away with it, but I call that flying too close to the sun, for real. Would not recommend that. Where do you, I wish I knew where you get your mockups from, because I do think they look really nice. I like the simplistic approach that you're taking with a lot of your designs, like this style design here, where, you know, it's kind of like a flat design. Like to me, I would call that a flat design, where it's just, you know, one tone, and you know it's going to show well against any subset of, you know, shirts. Like if you're selling the Bella Canvas 3001, here's one thing though you should actually be aware of. Like, you're showing this shirt right here on kind of like an ice blue, but there's no color selection back here. So what shirt color am I going to get if I actually purchase this? Because the next one is like kind of like a tan, then we get it on the athletic gray, and then we have it on like the mauve or the peach. So definitely be careful here with, because that's going to cause confusion. Like over time at scale, like let's just say your shop took off overnight, it's definitely going to like confuse some people. They may not be sure what like product they were expecting to get when it showed up. So I would certainly, yeah, just maybe reconsider like framing it on shirt colors that you're not making available here. You know what I mean? But besides that, I think you're on the right track. I think you're doing a great job. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you have any questions for the shop owner? Maybe they'll check out the comment section as well. But I mean, overall, 47 sales. I think you're well on your way to doing really well on Etsy. And I would stay the course. I know you're going to have a huge Q4. It's really interesting that you've got the Iggy and Whippet things. I'm assuming, again, those are your dogs. So that's really cool. I love that concept. And maybe even add like a personalization enabled option, you know, because people are going to find this and be like, oh man, that's so cool. You have your own brand for your dogs. Like, what about my dog? You know, and they may want to pay you. And they, you know, if I know anything, like my girlfriend Marielle was charging, you know, an arm and a leg. She wasn't scared to like really increase what she charged for personalized products. So, hey, that's a nice way of increasing your margins, worth considering. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this Etsy shop review. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And I do have a full print-on-demand course. If you want my Etsy course, my Redbubble course, my Printful to Amazon course, my eBay, everything's included. Also my design, my research, it's all bundled up into what I call my drop-shipped print-on-demand course. So if you want to learn more about that, the link is in the description, guys. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new Top 5 Niches of the Week video.